Well, collections come in all shapes and sizes, and a southern Minnesota man has one that is beyond impressive.
Steve Miner from Winnebago is a proud owner of one of the largest Hamm's beer collections in the entire country. That memorabilia has never been more popular. But in this week's Finding Minnesota, John Lordson shows why that isn't all Steve's known for.
So this isn't a collection so much as it is a museum.
I call it a collection, but
this is not a collection, this is a museum.
Okay.
Steve Miner might live in the land of 10,000 lakes.
They started in 1865 in St. Paul.
Hamm's.
But it's the land of sky blue waters that caught his eye. That's the Hamm's beer slogan, and every inch of his home is chock full of ice-cold collectibles.
This is one of the first Hamm's cans, actually. This is 1935, but since this was such a new thing, they even had instructions on the side on how to open them.
You didn't drink all of it?
I did not, no.
Okay, good. That's good enough.
Steve began collecting in the 1970s and at one point had more than 4,000 beer cans.
This is kind of the holy grail for Hamm's collectors.
Then he started buying signs and sceneramas before they were popular, inspired by those iconic Hamm's beer commercials. These days, as a retired mechanic and a Hamm's historian, he fixes broken memorabilia for people at his shop in Winnebago. Pieces of nostalgia that once graced the walls of a local bar or VFW.
It takes like 5 minutes for the entire scene to go by, and it's just classic. It's just classic. I mean, it just screams Minnesota.
But Steve's interests go well beyond beer signs.
Yeah, what's the feeling like when you get it running again, the music's coming out of it?
There's nothing like it.
There aren't many people left in the entire country who can bring a 1950s jukebox back to life, but Steve is one of them.
Nothing looks worse than a jukebox sitting there without lights on. Seaberg was kind of the king of the 50s. They came out with the first machine in 1950 that played 45s.
As a jukebox doctor, Steve is doing his part to keep rock and roll alive. He says as long as he can still find the parts, he can still make the fix. Not a bad way for a former mechanic to spend retirement.
You got old beer cans, old jukeboxes, you're just missing a few pinball machines.
I got those too. I'm seeing more and more young people that are collecting this kind of stuff because either their dad or their grandpa did it.
In Winnebago, John Lordson, WCCO 4 News.
Steve's collectible and jukebox repair business is called Hamm It Up. For more information on all the cool things that he has fixed, just visit WCCO.com/links.